Business and Intellectual Property Authority, BIPA, will be participating in this year's World Intellectual Property Day, celebrated globally on 26 April, under the theme this year, IP and Music, Feel the Beat of IP. In honor of this celebration, BIPA will host a vibrant music festival to showcase and uplift Namibia's music, art, culture, and creative industries, as well as spotlight the crucial role intellectual property plays in their growth and protection. Joining us with more this morning, Madam Undamuje, Manager Patents, Designs, and Utility Models, as well as Madam Undamuje Uanguta. She's BIPA's IP Officer. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Madam Undamuje, are you well?
Yes, I am.
All right, and you, Madam Uanguta, are you well too?
I'm doing very well, yes.
Not only well, very well.
Very well, yes.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes.
It's imperative. Yeah, Madam Uanguta, let's start with you. Speak to us about the significance of World Intellectual Property Day and why is it important to commemorate this day?
Okay. The World Intellectual Property Day, it's very important to commemorate it because it's the day where we celebrate the creativity of minds, the intellectual property, which is the innovations, inventions of creators and innovators. The Intellectual Property Day, actually, it was declared by WIPO member states, the World Intellectual Property Organization member states. They declared it in 2000 that it should be celebrated by all member states so that we honor and we celebrate and we recognize the inventors, the musicians, the innovators.
The brilliant minds amongst us.
Yes.
Yeah. Madam Uanguta, and if we have due regard to this year's theme, could you please flesh that out and its relevance for us?
Well, this year's theme is IP and Music, Feel the Beat of IP. So we're here to celebrate Namibian culture, Namibian music, uplifting our creative industry, uplifting our artists. So it's a theme to really complement our growing creative industry, to ensure that it's growing, it's actually impacting the artist. Artists are benefiting from their creative works. So we are really here to celebrate that. So Saturday is going to be a good one. We're going to be in vibrant music. Yes, and yes, I'm looking forward to it personally.
It sounds exciting, and we'll get into more particulars in a bit.
Yes.
Madam Undamuje,
yes.
I think we need to take a step back for our artists, but also for all our brilliant minds, those who come up with these innovations.
Yes.
How do they become more aware of their rights on the one hand, but certainly also of their responsibilities?
Yes. The innovators, the musicians, the inventors, they can be like assisted or advised by knowing their IP rights better, by visiting BIPA or by attending their workshops of BIPA, and also by attending the online. There are always online meetings where we share with our inventors and innovators. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and through that, we inform them what is the importance of protecting by registering their inventions through BIPA, which is the main institution in Namibia that is safeguarding the inventions and the creativities of the country.
You are the statutory custodians.
Yes,
in other
we
words.
are. We are the custodians.
Madam Uanguta, what role should and could educational institutions play to help create that awareness, to help cement that understanding of these rights and of these commensurate responsibilities?
Basically, it's also by incorporating IP in education curricula, and this can be incorporated from an early age of from elementary school, just to really create and unleash that creativity within children. Children are very brilliant minds, and if we can unleash their creativity at a young age, this would be really of good for every citizen. So it also creates the critical thinking within children to actually solve societal problems, because that's actually the aim of IP. It's to solve societal problems that we are facing through innovation, through art and culture. So that actually, the crux of it is to incorporate it in school curriculum from elementary up until higher education. So actually, that is the reason why how we can create awareness within the society on the importance of IP.
Very well. Madam
Yes.
Amoite,
Yes.
apart from, of course, that very important benefit, there's
Yes.
also a correlation to economic growth.
Yes.
Help us understand what that correlation looks like. If we protect intellectual property, we could contribute to economic growth. How does that
Yes.
work?
By registering their inventions or innovations, that way they have their right, that is their invention. By that, no one can misuse it. Therefore, the owner of that IP right can then can sign an agreement through the licensing agreement, and then the people have to, by using that rights, that IP right of the owner, of the creator, the inventor, they are paying the owner some fees like royalties, like musicians. When NBC is playing it, the owners or the singer of that song, you have to pay royalties to that person. However, by doing that, the people are getting now profit from their inventions. It then also creates job. Some people now, if they came up with a patent, that patent when it's being into the manufacturing plant, that way they are then creating job opportunities.
What happens if I register a patent or I register an invention that I attribute to myself, and a few years down the line, BIPA learns that this was actually not my invention. It actually belongs to someone else. I stole someone's intellectual property.
Yes, if BIPA came to know of that, then the owner of the patent have now the right to take you to court, and then it will be solved through court, and then your license or the ownership of yours will be totally cancelled. And then, but then the inventor will not just leave you like that. You will be fined. Yeah.
By whom? How does jurisdiction work? If the real inventor is in another jurisdiction,
Yes.
how will they firstly find me here in Namibia, and which jurisdiction will apply?
We have a database through the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPA. We have a system for all member states. Then through that, you can search at IP office or online, you can search the database, and we can see that this one was registered in 1940 and it belongs to who. So however, the first, in IP rights, the rights belongs to the person who registered it first, like patent.
Very well. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
If you come like tomorrow, and Unda has already came yesterday to BIPA with the same
She's the
invention.
owner.
Yes, she's the owner, and you come tomorrow.
Even if I'm the inventor, but if I didn't register it, she gets ownership.
Yeah, but that's why we advise people. You can be the inventor, but don't release your invention into public before you register it.
Keep your own secrets.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you,
until
Madam.
you register it.
Indeed. That's why, Madam Uanguta, the policy and legislative environment is also critically important. Speak to us about government's role to ensure that the policy and legislative environment is conducive enough and that our laws are indeed in place to avoid a situation like the one that we just dealt with.
Yes, so basically government backup is very important. Having good laws that are actually here to actually protect innovators and creators, not just leave them in limbo, you know. So laws are there to safeguard, to protect. So it's really very important for every good economy or every thriving economy to ensure that the laws are good, they're updated, they're in line with international best practice, and they're also in line with the digital era. You know, we're living in a global market, so it's very very important to ensure that laws are up to date with the growing demands of the market, of the global market. So this is actually a responsibility of every good governance to ensure good laws and policies are developed for the benefit of the innovators and the creators. Because at the end of the day, it's them who are actually bringing development to every growing economy. They are bringing jobs and everything. So good laws to back them up and to incentivize them to actually be more creative and to actually bring more innovation to the face of the world. So yes, definitely.
Thank you,
Good
Madam
laws are
Undamuje.
important.
Thank you, Madam Undamuje. As we wrap up our conversation, speak to us about the challenges that creators, that innovators, that brilliant minds encounter to safeguard and protect the intellectual property.
Okay, creators at times they are faced with challenges. For example, they cannot afford to the services of the legal experts, the lawyers. For example, when you are registering the patent, you need a lawyer to draft that patent so that it will go through the examination, so that it can be awarded to you, that it passed the examination, it gone through all the requirements. However, this at times it can be expensive to our entrepreneurs. So the excess of legal experts in the region is also a problem, as well as the financial resources, because the legal experts can be very expensive. Yes, so yeah.
And how does
these
one
are
overcome that
challenges.
challenge? Because it is quite a serious challenge.
Yeah. Yes, we are asking the private people to partner with government so that we assist our innovators, inventors. We have to come up with something where we can encourage our people to register, because some people have good innovations or inventions, but they cannot just afford the protection of that by registering at BIPA. So however, the public at large, the business people, or just Samaritans have to be like assisting our innovators or musicians or inventors. For example, Her Excellency the President has declared that she would love to protect or to encourage and to motivate the creative industries by establishing the award, the national award for the creative industries.
And we'll hear later today during her maiden State of the Nation address how she cements that idea.
Yeah.
Madam Undamuje, but to wrap matters up, we're partying on Saturday.
Yes.
Give us the particulars, please.
Yes, I'm very excited to actually talk about
We
this
can
day.
see that.
Yes, yes. So basically, it will take place on the 26th of April, this coming Saturday, at the Zoo Park Amphitheater. We are kick-starting from 10 o'clock up until 3 p.m. So from 10 to 11 will be just an official opening with key stakeholders within the industry, just to talk about the industry, the growth in the industry. And then from 3 o'clock up until, from 11 o'clock up until 3 o'clock, we'll have the music festival kicking in. We have
11 in the morning until 3 in the morning.
3 in the afternoon.
Very well.
PM, yes, yeah. My bad. So it's really going to be a music festival, Namibian music, culture. We have upcoming Namibian artists that we really just want to capacitate. We want to bring them to the forth of the nation for people to know them. So we also have vendors who will be selling goodies, you know, the good Namibian cuisines. We have our bright flays, we have our kapana, we have our real good chicken. So we are here to also really empower our SMEs. So we are ensuring that everybody is winning, because we're here to actually just celebrate Namibia, because it's all about Namibia this Saturday, Namibian music, food, and so forth. So I'm really, really looking forward to it, and I hope the public can all come. It's free of charge. Entrance is free, so we're just here to have a good time.
Great stuff.
Yes.
Madam, your final thoughts, please?
No, I just want to tell the nation that come all, whoever find yourself in Windhoek, let's come to the Zoo Park on Saturday, and let's celebrate our artists. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the comprehensive update, and thank you for the great work that you and the BIPA team continue to do.
Okay, thank you. Thank
And
you.
may Saturday be a resounding success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
The Avid World Intellectual Property Day, commemorated annually on 26 April, and this time around we'll be joining the festivities under the theme IP and Music, Feel the Beat of IP.